No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we're interviewing RRD Blocks. That's how you introduce yourself? If somebody asks you what your name is, you're like RRD Blocks?
No, I just say D Blocks.
Just D Blocks, all right.
Yeah.
What? Can I ask where the name came from?
Oh, my name started with a D, and I just got Blocks.
You just talking to the mic?
Yeah.
Fucking me up. I'm turning your level up behind shit. And okay, diagonal from me, BMX legend Todd Lyons, who basically runs SE Racing, which is the company that sponsors D Blocks over here. And then to my left, white boy Robesman.
Hi.
Yo.
I'm interested in the name though. Where did so D Block? Are you like you're an old school Locks fan or what?
No, Blocks. I got Blocks. Like you Willie for Blocks.
Oh, so that's what you say.
Yeah.
You say like I got blocks.
Yeah.
See, when you
blocks?
say yeah, I got blocks. That makes me think that I'm like a crack dealer and like I got blocks over here.
No,
Trust
it's like
me.
you got bar spins.
Every once in a blue moon.
Yeah. I got Blocks. Like I Willie
Right.
for blocks and blocks and blocks.
And that's what you're known for is doing wheelies. When did you first start riding a bike? That's what I want to know. When did you pick one up?
When I was like 12, 13.
Okay. And
June 18th.
June 18th.
Yes.
Why do you know that?
Because that's the day I learned how to ride a bike. I ain't never forget that.
When you were 12 though, that's kind of old to learn how to ride a bike,
Yeah.
right? Like I think I learned to ride a bike when I was like 8 or something, 7 or something.
Well, I ain't have a bike back then, so.
You have training wheels?
Nah, I ain't use training wheels.
Never. Really interesting. And you're from Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it like growing up as a biker out there?
Easy.
Yeah.
Getting chased by the cops.
Right.
Laughing at them.
So from day one, you were on some hood shit.
Yeah. Jumping over little curbs and stuff.
Wait, why would the cops chase you?
Because they don't like bikes.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I went riding with these guys in New York about a month ago on the Public Enemy ride out. We were about nearly 300 deep. We rode from Harlem to Brooklyn. The shit was so wild.
Really?
I mean, they don't give a... They just don't give a...
Let me ask you this about being in the city. I heard that now if you get a viral clip of hopping on a car and riding on the car and shit, that the boys are trying to find you, that they're like really like in
That's
tune
not
with
true
it.
because I got videos of me dodging cars and I don't.
But you ain't
They
trying to
know-
hop on cars, though.
Nah, I could though. I had a video. I took it
But
down.
do the cops have any like particular interest in you? Like, have they ever tell you like we know you're that guy?
Yeah, all the time. It's recently happened like multiple times.
Is that why your Instagram's private?
You are D Blocks? Yeah. Now I only put it up private because people want to see what I'm doing while I'm out here.
So
I
what?
put-
You don't want them to see what you're doing?
Nah, wait. They got weight. They on punishment right now.
Why? Why you put your fans on punishment?
Nah, that's to see it, that they my fans. They should be following me already.
Oh, okay. That's a good
See?
point. Yeah. So you just choose to like switch it up every once in a while.
Only when
keep
I'm
them-
traveling, having fun. They want to. Oh, he out in Cali. Let me see what he's doing.
Right.
Waiting for that post.
I thought you were like scared or something. You're scared that somebody wants to
Nah,
kill
nah.
you in LA? No?
Nah.
You don't have beef like that, right? Not across the country.
Nope.
How old are you?
24.
24. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you start to like feel like, you know, when did you become obsessed with riding bikes? Was it from day one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's like I had to get that.
You just loved it.
Yo, he knows the day he learned to ride. That's kind of crazy to me.
That's impressive to me, yeah. I definitely don't know that thing. Look how tired your boy is over here.
The first day you learned to ride, were you wheeling that first day? Or how?
Nah, I wasn't. I ain't have no brakes, no nothing. I only have front brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
So you saw someone do a wheelie and I was like, I want to try that.
Yeah, no, I was actually like 11 years old, and there used to be like the African American Day Parade in Harlem. And I seen these kids just flying past. All you heard was zzz, like, you know, the pedal sound. So you hear it jumping over the gates, and I said, I gotta get me a bike. And like 2 years later, I got me a bike.
What kind of kid were you before you started riding bikes, though? You have any interests? You playing sports and shit?
Nah,
No?
I was just jackass.
Just jackass what? Like getting in
You
trouble
know,
and shit?
The show Jackass.
Oh, you were doing that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I was just like jumping off of swings, jumping off of gates.
Right, just messing
Yeah.
around, and then bikes became like the thing that you could kind of channel all this energy through. Mm-hmm. All right, so when did you have a crew early on, like the people you were riding with, or who were you chilling
Yeah,
with?
we had like street team riders. That's what we used to be called.
Okay, that was the
Then
original
it was
crew.
the Cycle Squad. Now it's Cycle Squad Maniacs.
Okay,
Two
and it just
Cs.
evolved over time.
Yeah, 2 C's.
Okay, and how
What
big
are-
is the crew? How hard is it to get in? Is it an exclusive thing?
No, we just ride.
Okay, you guys. What's the average day out riding? You guys go out in like a huge group,
Yeah, mostly Sundays, but I like to ride every day.
right? So what's the average day out riding for you? You just hit the streets and just go wherever. Alone, or you go out in groups?
Nah, sometimes I'll be at like 3 in the morning and I just ride
Right,
for like hours and get back in the house like 7 in the morning
and
and then get my day started to ride again.
really, and that's just the meaning of life for you at this point.
Yeah, it's just bikes.
You just love it.
No basketball, no baseball, no nothing.
That's beautiful. Because people, I don't know if the people watching this are necessarily going to understand if they haven't seen your Instagram or whatever. You should definitely make it public by the time this comes out,
Oh, yeah.
just for the fans, because you probably get a lot of new ones.
Oh, by the time I'll be back when I get on the plane, I make it unprivate.
Okay.
After his trip.
Yeah,
Let 'em
so all the
swim back in
people,
there?
Yeah.
all the people that's trying to creep on my page,
Right.
they can watch it. They off punishment.
So you never thought about getting into BMX or anything? It was always stood out to you more that you wanted to do the big
Yeah,
bikes?
I want to be different because back then, like nobody was really wheeling.
Right.
So I just like do some wheelies, switch it up. Candy bar wheelie, nobody was doing that.
Do you like drink and party at all? Is it all?
Nah, I
bikes?
don't drink, none of that.
Nothing.
Nope.
Interesting.
I don't like parties.
You don't like going out and socializing in general? You got a girlfriend or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's good then. You don't want to go out and party. You can only
Well,
get into trouble.
What does your girl say? You're like, I gotta go ride. It's 3 a.m. You know, be back at 7.
She can't say nothing. It's my bike.
Yeah.
Because she knows you're not cheating. She knows you're just riding, right?
I don't know what she's thinking.
I mean, that'd be a pretty good way to cheat. Like, yeah. No, that's like
you
the good thing
wheelie
about
to your
BMX.
side girl's house.
Girls get pissed once they realize that, like, BMX or riding bikes in general means that you're going to leave the house for 5 hours and that you might not necessarily be able to tell her exactly what you're doing or whatever. Girls get mad about that because they realize you could be doing anything. Not that you are, but just that someone else could.
Yeah.
I've been to D Block's house up in Harlem. He's got his living room, and how many bikes in your living room?
Like 12 to 15.
Why so many bikes?
I like bikes.
And he lives, his building's like he's on like the 14th floor or whatever. You got to take an elevator up there, whatever.
You still in the Jex or what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's that going? You consider moving out or are you happy in that lifestyle?
Sometime. I'm good though.
Yeah.
But it's cool. He's got a crew. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got there's a bunch of guys that live right around there, and
Right.
some of these guys live around there. Psycho Squad Maniacs, and he's got his scene. And it's cool.
What was
Did you like invent this whole thing? Are you like the leader of this kind of movement, or were there guys before you that kind of?
It was guys. I don't consider myself a leader. I consider everybody a leader that ride with me.
Right, but I mean, like, in terms of like maybe social following.
Yeah.
For
He's
what
definitely
you
the
do.
biggest in that.
Yeah.
When did you start to realize, that like Instagram could kind of be your platform to spread the shit that you guys are into?
But my views just started going up. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
But did you?
Because it took me a while to get Instagram. I only had Instagram for about 3 years, 2 years. I didn't have it that long.
But
I
you-
was always on YouTube, just posting my videos on YouTube.
Did you start to get any kind of heat on YouTube before Instagram? Or?
Yeah, we already had the views.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that was the first place where it started to pop off. And so did you feel like that whole like wave of like just hitting the streets and doing the bike life thing, doing wheelies around, was that already like?
Yeah, that was already out there. I was already riding up and down 8th Avenue. Woo! William.
So you had influences that kind of
Yeah.
led you in that direction either way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was doing it before, before
Yeah,
Instagram.
before the social media
Right.
and the wannabes.
But do you feel like it has blown up like a shitload like over the past couple of years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everybody want to be down, get the fame,
Right.
but nobody want to bust their ass.
Is there a lot of fame to be had?
Not really.
You're famous, kind of on Instagram at least. You got like 200K.
He got recognized
Almost.
today. He could,
Yeah, some dudes like, what's up, motherfuckers?
You probably get recognized all the time. Like,
Yeah, all day in the city. Some dude chased me down just to get a picture.
really? If it was
Yeah.
just you standing there, I bet you wouldn't get recognized that much. But as soon as they see you doing the wheelie, they're like, "That's that guy." Yeah.
That's what people in people in New York, that's what they used to think. Like, yo, that's dude be on the bike every day.
Right.
I used to have girls call me, oh, look at Bikey. What's up, Bikey?
Bikey.
They call me Bikey, yeah.
No, you ride your bike like up and down Manhattan a couple times doing a wheelie. That's better than posting a photo on Instagram. You're gonna have 100,000 people who just saw you doing that wheelie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the.
When did you start riding right at cars and then swerving out the last second?
Yeah.
Suicide
I
Swerve.
do that when I get mad.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, it's like a stress reliever.
Oh, okay.
When your heart jumping fast, it's like, yeah.
Has there ever been like a time where you didn't swerve fast enough?
Nah.
Really?
I actually hit like 3 cars before, like on the swerve,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't fall.
Oh.
Just
It's
kind of
like,
nicked it.
Just scratched the car.
Right.
Yeah, hashtag Suicide Swerve.
Suicide Swerve. That's what that's called. Mm-hmm. Is that like probably one of the things like in terms of Instagram that has gone the most viral for you? Is
Yeah.
it just doing that shit?
That and the walking on the bus, on the side of the
Oh
bus.
yeah.
That's my war ride.
Yeah.
It's kind of
there you
different
go.
from y'all.
But do you do wall rides?
Nah.
No, you just you keep it straight up and down. No,
Have you gotten on a BMX bike?
Yeah, I could do a little bit here and there.
but you never wanted to grind a ledge or anything.
I could do that. I could feeble.
Oh, you can do it.
Yeah.
but you never.
Don't get
really-
it twisted. I could do it.
Oh, okay.
But you just don't get the same enjoyment that you do from.
Not really.
Yeah.
I would need a break though if I want to do that.
You know Desmond Rhodes, Black Man?
Yeah.
he's kind of reminds me of you a little bit because he's always been the dude like doing crazy ass wheelies on a BMX bike down the street.
Yeah.
I mean, but on a BMX, obviously. Hey, but when that shit was going viral, those clips of you swerving around cars and all that shit, do you get a lot of hate too? And how do you
Yeah.
deal with that? I know you had a lot of people saying that's the most ignorant thing I ever seen. Blah blah blah.
I don't care. Let them talk. Only people who talk like that, they ain't living right.
Right.
Yeah, so they just mad. They ain't got nothing else to do.
We'll post, he rides for SC, so I'll post a lot of his stuff on SC's social media.
Right.
And just to show the difference of Instagram and Facebook, like sometimes we'll put it on Instagram, and everyone's just, yo, dude, that's so rad. D-Blocks is a shit, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And then I look at, like, Facebook a day later, and they're just, and it's more an older audience,
Yep.
a lot of parents and
Horrible.
cyclists. They're
Always.
like, I'm selling my PK Ripper. I can't believe you're promoting this bullshit.
Really?
Like, yeah.
So do you get in trouble with like your bosses in terms of like, yo, we got to be careful with what we promote?
No, but I know that they're
aware of it.
Yeah, they're raising their eyebrows, or whatever. But I just
Yeah.
got to keep. Sometimes I've posted some bus swerves, suicide swerves, and then had to take them down because I was like, oh man, it just turned into a shit show.
Facebook is where we had the problems with the bunny hopping over the homeless people.
Oh, shit, yeah,
Because we
yeah.
put it on Instagram and nobody cared. We put it on Facebook and it was like a fucking national crisis.
I seen that video, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
dude jumped in the back of his head.
The bum
no.
jump?
Oh, you're thinking of the Sean Burns clip where he does.
Yeah,
he goes
off
up
the
that
ledge.
thing and he hits the.
What the guy said again?
He goes, "Oh my hair! Oh you bastard!" I forget what he said, but that was the clip. If the internet was around back when that clip happened, because that was
yeah.
like early 2000s or some shit. Because with us, we didn't even hit the homeless.
Wait,
guys
describe
bunny
this
over.
clip. I haven't seen it.
It's basically this dude Sean Burns rides up this ledge to bunny hop over this bum who was like laying next to it, who like told him like, yeah, you can jump over me, but he goes too slow, and when he does the bunny hop, his fucking wheel fully hits this guy in the head, and the guy just goes, ah, just screams at him. But then I think Sean gave him $10, and the guy was cool,
Yeah.
so it was all good. But
But they posted it.
yeah,
Everywhere. You ain't seen that video?
it's gone viral many
He's catching
times. Yeah,
Pokemon.
it's Does Pokemon Go make it harder for you to be a bike rider because you got to spend
No.
all the time looking at your phone?
Nah, I don't do it on my phone. I don't catch Pokemon while I'm riding.
No. Well, you're really missing out.
Sometimes,
then.
only when I'm not, like, if I'm bored.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
if you
the whole-
caught one during a wheelie, that'd be sweet.
dude,
I can do that. It's possible.
If you're really like a hardcore Pokemon player, then riding bikes is negatively affected by it because it's like you got to be looking at your phone all the fucking time. It's hard to ride a bike while you're like doing
if you
this.
know how to ride,
yeah,
then
yeah. You got to get the mount. If you go to Target, you can get like a mount.
nah, that's gay.
No, that's great. I don't
Pokemon,
think-
right?
You're not breaking the law anymore. if you do that.
Pokemount.
You're not breaking the law, period. If you hold your phone.
Wait a second.
you
Is
are.
You're only
that
breaking the law if you get caught.
Yeah, well,
that's
Yeah.
illegal? Riding and looking at your phone?
I think so.
Yeah.
Damn.
Riding with 2 headphones in your ears, too.
That's illegal.
Yeah,
In New York,
that's
these
rarely
laws.
enforced,
Yeah.
right?
In New York, they go crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Central Park, they shut it down.
Dude, New York's fucked with the cops, right?
Yeah.
It's like the worst place on earth in terms of just cops giving a fuck about everything that
Have you
you're
been
doing.
hassled here at all in
Nope.
California?
Out here is
Not at
so
all.
chill in comparison. Yeah, you go to Times Square, it's like you feel like you're in like the nuclear apocalypse just happened or something because there's so many freaking cops everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We was at the Vans U.S. Open, the Van Dorn Invitational
Right,
thing
yeah, yeah.
yesterday.
Which, by the way, so there's a BMX contest on the beach. Me and Roseman today went to the beach to catch Pokemon. A different beach, but if anybody notices that's the start contest, I don't really like going to contests that much, so I felt like it was all right.
Well, at bonus though, Matt Cordova, FC rider, won the contest.
He did
today.
win.
He won.
Wow, that's really
Chris
cool
Fox-
then. Hey, congrats
Fox
to
got
you.
fourth. Yeah, I was stoked.
Hey, there you go.
But I was out my Cycle Squad Maniacs.
That's
I
very
missed
rare
it.
though. Normally, like the dude who wins is always on Nike.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
No, real dude won.
Yeah, that's fire.
But no, the cops we got a couple stern talkings too, a little bit at the beach, but no, they was pretty cool though.
For doing what did they hassle you about again?
Just down there, just being on bikes. I mean, just regardless. of
Oh,
what you're doing.
okay.
Because it's
But-
so crowded that they
Yeah,
probably don't want
it's
you
like
to
a zero tolerance, no nothing.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
But we was in Newport, and I posted some videos, shit, doing some wheelies right behind some cops, and it was cool.
That's a recipe. If you have a cop in the screenshot or in the Instagram clip, then boom, it's
Yeah.
viral. People love it. I don't know what it is. If there's
Yeah.
cops standing there, they love it.
Yeah, I posted
Yeah.
another one of the other guys, Muhammad Blocks, today doing a wheelie, doing 12 o'clock wheelie right
Yeah.
behind a cop. It was
Right.
pretty good.
Blocks is the last name for all you guys, though. It's like
Yeah.
21 Savage. Him and all his friends. They all have Savage in their
They
name.
call him Adam Block. He's got one block in him, and then he's got to take a breather,
Bro,
drink some
no,
water.
girl.
I can't wheel it worth a damn thing, but I can
Really?
manual all day.
Oh.
I can do that, too.
Yeah, good. On those bikes, is it hard to manual those things?
No.
Really?
If you know what you're doing. You
I don't-
how to
I don't
ride.
know what
If you
I'm
how to ride.
I can manual a BMX bike, but doing a wheelie on them is hard for
The
me. I don't know.
difference from like a BMX bike is, you do a manual and your front wheel is like a foot off the ground.
Yeah.
You do a manual or any wheelie
Super
on a 29
high,
inch, you're like, it's like 12, not 12 o'clock.
No,
but
I
9
can do it like
o'clock.
that, too.
What? The lower.
Me and you.
Yeah,
like,
but that's a little bit more.
It's a
pain in the ass.
challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to get the comfort zone, you know, you're mad high.
Right.
And a lot of BMX dudes, like he was riding with Matt Hoffman in New York.
Right.
Yeah.
New York. Hoffman went to New York and met up with him and Matt was behind him trying to like pick up the 26, and he couldn't even get it up. You know?
Yeah,
'Cause
same with me. Yeah.
You got to know that like you got to get way past that comfort zone, and then you lock in your your
Right.
manual there.
How much do you need the brake though for doing those crazy? Because you do the wheelies where you're like all the way hanging off the back there, like using the brakes to like constantly be like jerking back and forth. That's like a whole different style. Can you explain how that works to me?
Now you just gotta know how to tap.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
tapping.
that's all it is.
Yeah, see, I don't. The brakes
Tap.
thing is
You're
very
going,
confusing.
You're going too far back. You tap the brake.
So you ever watch like a Meek Mill video and you're like, I'm gonna get a motorcycle and start doing all this
Nah.
crazy ass shit? No, doesn't really appeal to
Yeah,
you.
I was gonna ask about. I mean, I'm sure everyone asked about the 12 o'clock boys and all that shit. Like, is there any crossover? Do those guys reach out? Are you friends with those guys?
Yeah, I know a lot of them.
Yeah, but like their shit is way more illegal, I guess, right?
Yeah, you can get
I
a
be
lot
riding
more
with
trouble,
them.
probably,
Yeah?
right?
Yeah.
That's tight.
But like the cops give them crazy shit, I'm sure, because they.
Yeah, in New York, they get chased all the time.
Yeah, you probably can't really do that in New York, right?
Yeah, they still do
They
it.
still do it.
Some of them still scared though.
Have you
They
been in a
scared.
lot of like bike music videos and stuff?
Yeah.
Like for who?
I was in 50 Cent video.
Really? Like recently?
Nah, one of the old ones. I forgot the name of it.
Really? That's cool.
Chase the Paper.
Okay. If somebody go look
who
that
else?
up.
You just did that Mano Hustle Hard.
Yeah, Mano. We just did Mano Hustle Hard.
Really?
No. Yeah.
Man,
That's his name. Mano Hustle Hard.
The song is Heard You.
Yeah,
Fucking
Heard You.
Dope.
Really?
All these guys, all the Psycho Squad Maniacs was.
Yeah, they gave us mad love in that video.
Shout out Mano, high haters.
Yeah.
Mano got the $150, the big ass scar on his face. You ever
I
see
know I
that?
seen that.
Yeah. He was saying that he was in jail getting a haircut, and his enemy came up from behind and sliced his whole face open while he was getting a
Jesus.
haircut. That's why he's got that big ass fucking hole in his face.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. You ever get beat up in the hood? Like,
Yeah.
like doing these bike tricks? Like,
Nah,
anybody
nah,
ever try
nah.
to fuck with you?
Not like that.
Oh, what's the situation?
When I was younger, I got beat up.
Yeah?
You know,
Oh, just when you're younger.
And I came back with the bat and the knife. Start swinging bats with knives.
Do the people like in your neighborhood, do they understand like what you're doing with the bike shit, and do they like respect it and they feel it?
Yeah. Only had a problem for one dude.
What was
He said, I'm gonna need you to stop doing that stuff in the street. And I said, what stuff? How you gonna tell me to stop doing what I'm doing?
uh-huh.
And he never said nothing to me after that.
Really?
I'm like, yeah.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
They should look out for you. They should be proud of you. You're making their neighborhood.
He said, I don't like that. I'm telling your mom. I was like, she know I do this. What you gonna, you gonna do? You gonna tell my mama
Yeah,
for?
what the fuck? That's
Right?
so crazy.
It's a good movement. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we did this big ride out in Philly.
Yeah.
When he came, the Psycho Squad Maniacs came. Did a ride out in Philadelphia. There's like almost 300 riders. And there's all these kids, like kind of city kids. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them were on like Walmart type bikes.
Right.
A lot of them were on SE bikes and like the SoCal Flyers and Big Rippers and shit. You know, because we make the big wheeled bikes and they just flock to them. But all these kids is like. I bet you they weren't riding BMX bikes a year
Right.
ago, 2 years ago. Definitely not 3 years ago. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? This whole bike life movement, you know, and he's kind of like the main dude or whatever. You know, they're just looking up to him, or even if they're not looking up to him, it's just the whole that they just want to wheelie the streets with their friends and challenge their friends in wheelie contests and shit. You just think about it, like, man, these kids are saving their money.
Right.
You know, they're being good so they don't get grounded and shit. I mean, because in Philly, the kids seem younger, like average age like 13, 14, 15.
Right.
Nah, it's younger than that.
Yeah, it was. And
I seen that video from that jam in Philly, and I was really stoked because it seemed like the cops were like being super cool, like looking out for you guys and everything, making sure shit was cool. That was different. I'm not used to that in
Yeah.
like a New York perspective. Like the cops are not usually that cool.
Yeah, they got a little tired of it after a while.
Yeah.
After a while, they was like, "We're gonna start arresting people," and they found me. They're like, "Yo, you need to end this ride." I'm like,
They take one look at you,
Yeah.
and they're like, "We know you're in charge of something here."
"Like you with the gray beard."
The red ass head. You put sunscreen on that before the contest and shit. Yeah, you better
SPF,
man. That thing.
SPF 50.
Yeah, you gotta protect that thing.
But no, it's dope. I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we're selling a lot of bikes in that market. You know, and like people like I mean, probably people like you. Like, are those BMXers? They're not really BMXers, but they're riding BMX bikes. They're doing wheelies, a BMX trick, and they're learning all this other other wheelie shit,
Yeah.
and jumping a little bit, whatever. But it's just cool. It's just a whole, like in that video you saw. Like I think I said something like, I was like, it kind of reminds me of like, this is like early freestyle in the early 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because
These
it's
kids
more
had-
open. There's no rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're not following BMX trends. They don't follow BMX companies. They're not looking at BMX media. They're looking at their Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're riding with their bros. You know, that's all they care about.
And if you look like a pro BMX guy, a pro skater guy, a lot of times their version of what BMX or skating is like go out get one trick on a rail that you have to try 50 times and you might kill yourself because it's so dangerous. And he's like, I'll go at 3 a.m, ride around for 4 hours. That's cool as fuck because that's like he's really like in it for just the pure
I've been trying
joy.
tricks and it takes me like 100 times just to get that one video.
Right.
Now I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop till I do it.
That's sick. Fucking, but you know what I mean? Like you look at like a top BMX part, it's like for a young kid, you could imagine that they look at that and they're like, I'm never going to be able to do that. Like, I'm never going to be able to do a bar spin to crank arm to bar spin down a rail. Mm-hmm. But they could see him doing a wheelie and be like, oh, yeah, I could do a wheelie, even though he's doing some crazy-ass wheelie or whatever. It's just very relatable. It's very, like, approachable for them.
Yo, I forgot who was saying it before this interview, but, like, just for you, getting from point A to point B is fun because you're wheeling.
Right.
And you're saying all the BMX guys in New York take the subway. They don't even, like, ride anymore.
Yeah, they don't ride.
So, like, what?
Only some of them ride.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing. Like, you know, just...
Like, I out of 24 hours in a day, I probably spend about 20 hours sometimes.
Jesus.
For real.
Yeah.
So you'd rather ride than sleep?
Yeah, I don't like sleep.
Really? Why not? You need to sleep. That's how your body
Sleep for what?
recovers.
Sleep for,
Sleep
I got,
to ride the next day.
I'm ADHD. I got tons of energy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is this your only hobby or you do other stuff too?
Yeah, it's my only hobby.
Really?
Do you drink caffeine at all?
Nope. Only in Pepsi.
Just a Pepsi.
Man, you're like the most.
All right,
like
hold on. Here's a
monk.
good
He's
question.
a monk.
What would happen if we took your bike away and made you sit in a room for a week?
That
Chew your
whole room
arm
be-
off?
What? That room be shut down. I will break that shit.
Holes in the walls and
I will
shit.
break it.
You never got locked up for like a weekend or some shit and had to
Hell
just deal
yeah.
with it? It has happened to you? Mm-hmm. And is that rough
I
for
was in
you?
the, what? Should see me in there. They had to take me to the hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because you like just started
I
freaking
said,
out?
yo, if you want to give me my bike, I'm gonna start banging my head on the wall.
Really? Damn, you better be careful out there then. That's crazy.
Are you uncomfortable right now in this interview? Would you rather be riding?
Nah, I'm good. I'm ready to ride.
Oh, he was riding all
We
day
rode
today.
a
Yeah.
shitload this 4 days straight. My ass hurts, my legs hurt.
I'm good. I got enough energy. to
Even
ride
your
from
friend's
here.
sleeping got a big ass hole in his arm from that little, clearly like road rash from that shit
damn.
right there.
Twisted.
That's the old
700.
one.
So what are the from your perspective, what are these kids like who come out to that jam in Philly and like they're just like really young kids who are just super excited about this shit?
Yeah, I mean, that was like the first like big ride out like in Philly, and they've had ride outs and stuff, you know. But there it was like they just couldn't believe that D Blocks was coming, you know. And you know he's been there before, but he would like sneak up on him because he didn't want everyone to know.
Right, yeah.
He gets sweated at these
I'm
rides.
here.
Really?
You know.
What kind of shit do the kids say to you? Anything
They just-
particular you heard?
They just circle around him and
Yeah.
They want the Snapchat,
Look at
right?
him,
They
yeah.
want the Instagram.
Yeah, my hood deep line.
How many times they try to pass you the blunt?
I don't know.
You just
no,
said,
Philly, no. Hey, when we rolled,
That's
but
you.
when we met in that parking lot in Philly, there's like 40 cops in the parking lot too.
Really?
so,
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when we rode in New York, you know, New York, I think, you know, I just the way I look at it from a little bit of an outsider, you know, living out here in California, you know, New York's like the average rider's older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
He's 24. Art BMX 25. Muhammad Block's 21 or some shit. Twisted 700s 25.
Dude,
something.
Muhammad Blocks is such a fucking fire name, man. I fucks with you based on that name. That
No, you just
sounds
said
cool.
Twisted 700. They all got awesome names.
Twisted 700. Yeah, man. They all got like rapper names. Like BMX dudes don't have rapper names. What the fuck? I love it.
But they, you know what I'm saying? But like they're just like we did the Public Enemy ride out in New York, you know, because we did SE Bikes, we did a collaboration with Public Enemy, and we met in Harlem, and we rode through Manhattan over to Brooklyn to the Public Enemy concert.
Really?
And
Wow.
just everyone that was there, like at the meetup spot, which is right by his house, like not even half a mile from his house, was just, you know, they just couldn't believe it, you know, because it was SE, because I am SE Bikes, you know, so it was like SE Bikes is showing up.
So a lot of them knew about you and shit too?
I felt like I was signing autographs like it was 1997. Or some
Really?
shit.
That's so cool.
Seriously, man.
Oh,
All
yeah.
these, I mean, autographs, pictures, and stuff, and it's crazy. It's like these
That's
just
awesome.
you know, kids in the hood, or whatever.
Okay,
but,
see, I didn't know you were known in that scene yet necessarily. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But then I see somebody be like, yo, he ain't got no combos. You know, like, so, man, I jump shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's different kinds of combos. Yeah.
I can do some wheelie shit, but man, I jump shit.
Hey, well, how would you rate Todd's wheelie skills?
He up there.
He's all right?
Yeah, he's up there.
I ain't got combos. I can do some shit though.
So why did you decide to sponsor him in the first place? What got him on your radar?
The first I seen him 2.5 years ago or something like that. But I mean, just seeing his followers, you know, but then he had like 22,000. That was like a big deal on Instagram back then. Or whatever.
But was SC even making bikes that would be good for what he was doing?
Well, he was on a Flowo Flyer, 24-inch Flowo Flyer.
Oh, okay.
And I seen him. I was like, oh shit, he's already
No,
riding
I
SC
was on
bike.
SoCal,
SoCal Flyer.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was on
SoCal
SoCal.
Flyer. I was, you know, which is a 24-inch bike, and I was like, damn, he's already riding an SE bike, you know. And I was kind of watching him for a while, and then we was about to come out with the Santa Cruz Big Ripper.
Uh-huh.
We did a collaboration with Santa Cruz Skateboards, And was it that one or was it the Travis Barker?
Travis
one?
Barker,
Yeah,
yeah.
You did a collaboration with Travis Barker too?
Yeah.
Damn, you guys are doing all kinds of fly shit over there. I didn't know
Wait, can
that.
Travis wheelie?
Nah, he ain't about
Nah,
that
no.
life.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see a picture.
Can
of
you play the
Wheelie.
drums?
Huh?
Can you play the drums?
I could.
All right.
I could.
We need Travis Barker on here now.
Well, Travis Barker probably like could do a wheelie the same way you could play the drums.
Yeah, true. He's got that.
Right?
Yeah.
You get something on. There's a Blink-182 album that just came out. There's a new one.
Yeah.
I haven't heard
Yeah,
it.
I heard
It's
it.
good. It's really
I heard
good.
it's great.
I just sent him the Public Enemy bike. Travis Barker's got the
Really?
Public Enemy.
Yeah, I've seen
Big
that
Ripper,
too.
Yeah. But anyway, so the Travis Barker Famous Stars and Straps was a collaboration bike. It was about to come out, and it was like another month and a half. It was about to come out. And once I first started hitting him up on Instagram, then we started talking on the phone or email or text or whatever. And I was like, well, I'm gonna send you a bike, but just hold up a second. And I sent him the first bike that came in. You know,
Right.
So I was like, man, this dude's gonna get some mad hype on the bike. And then so he got it, and then I was like, yeah, just make sure you tag, Travis Barker, Famous Stars and Straps. Then they saw it. Then next thing you know, I see him. I'm just, because I'm just still don't really know him yet. I hadn't met him yet. I start seeing pictures of him. He's wearing all this Famous Stars and Straps stuff. I was like, oh shit, He's like, oh yeah, they sent me some stuff. Then next thing you know, they fly him out here to do a live TV thing at Disneyland with Travis Barker.
Wow.
They wanted it was Famous Stars and Straps 15-year anniversary, and they wanted him to do some wheelie shit on live TV at Disneyland.
Really?
So
What's your favorite ride?
The Travis Barker?
No, at Disneyland.
I don't like rides.
You don't like Splash Mountain?
Nope.
Space Mountain?
We
Nope.
fell down. We did the one thing you fall down. He didn't like it.
I like that.
You'll go at a bus and turn at the last minute, but you won't go on
That's
Splash
different.
Mountain.
I'm on my bike. See?
You're in control. You're in control.
Yeah,
I got
see?
you.
But he rode some rides with Travis Barker. So he's like,
Yeah.
Nice.
But anyway, but then they wouldn't let him ride like inside of Disneyland. And we found out the day we got there, like no, they're like you can't ride, even if it's a closed area, no bicycle riding at all. So they
What?
showed the
Because
bike.
of insurance or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, but then they
That's
really
crazy.
picked up on him, and then Famous Stars and Straps is really hyping him up and posting shit of him, stuff like that.
Right.
And then now we're kind of 2 years later doing the same thing, same scenario with Public Enemy.
Right.
I made sure he got the very first Public Enemy Big Ripper we did this year. And then he had it for like a month before it was out, so he's already hyping it up. Public Enemy sending him shirts and stuff like that. A bunch of gear. And then we did the Public Enemy ride out. We rode to the concert. We met Flavor Flav and Chuck D and shit. So
Right.
Yeah, this feels like a very natural progression for sponsorships because everyone thinks things happen like so linearly or whatever, but it's like this kind of morphed into that and
Yeah.
morphed into like it's
Yeah.
very natural, not like nothing was
He's
forced.
coming
Yeah.
from a crazy perspective too, because do you know many dudes who do the kind of riding that you do that are sponsored? Like, there's not a
Nope.
lot of sponsors in this world because it's so new, right? Yeah.
Well, SC Bikes kills it in this market.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely fucking kills it.
Really?
I mean, I counted, I videoed all the riders coming by in the New York at one point, and there was 270 guys that came by. I went back watching my phone because I wanted to get some stats.
Right.
And I counted every single bike. Out of 270 riders that came by, 135 were on SE bikes.
Oh wow.
And out of that, 95 were on Big Rippers, one model.
Wow.
So that 29-inch Big Ripper just kills it.
Market penetration
Yeah.
on fleek. That's crazy.
And the number 2 brand, it didn't exist.
yeah, that's
you know
what I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
It's got to be
It-
like some Toys R Us bike. Or
Yeah, exactly. So
something.
out of the other 135, like 35 or 40 something were mountain bikes. 20 something were road bikes, fixed gear bikes, and then
Right.
BMX. There's only like 30 BMX bikes total. And out of those, I didn't even look at the brands.
D-Bucks, you're a Public Enemy fan? You know anything about Public
Hell
Enemy?
yeah.
Fight the Power? Like, so when you heard about this collaboration, what do you think?
I wasn't really hype. I was like,
Interesting.
Yeah.
How did it come
different.
about from your perspective?
How'd what?
How'd the Public Enemy collaboration come about?
Girl from the marketing department emailed she'd heard that they wanted to do some collaboration with the bike company, and they heard about the Travis Barker bike.
Okay.
So they're like, oh, this SE bike company, they did a collaboration with Travis Barker, so they just hit us up out of nowhere. But I'm a mad Public Enemy fan from like the 80s.
Yeah, I bet you were, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have it on my plate, my custom painted helmets with it.
That was one of my first rap groups I ever listened to when I was a kid,
Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, holy shit. Like, I couldn't fucking believe it.
Right.
It's our 40-year anniversary, the brand, SE Bikes for 40-year anniversary this year. So I wasn't going to touch any collabs because, like, I want all the
You don't
focus to
need
be on
to,
us.
yeah.
And then when that came up, that fell in our lap. And it was last summer. We worked on it for almost a year before it came out, but I jumped all over it.
That's sick.
And then with him, New York, him
all
promoting
comes
the
together,
bike
yeah.
or whatever, it just fucking fell into place perfectly.
It's dope. Has there been any like video projects that you've been working on lately or anything? Do you like
oh yeah, I got something coming out.
who do you work with? What's it going to be about?
Can't tell you all
You
that.
can't tell anything? Is this going to be like a video part that's on a different level than
Yeah.
stuff you've done in the past?
just more extreme stuff.
Really?
Same
Okay.
things, but taking it to another level.
But are
I
you
ain't telling nobody because then they're gonna try to take it from me.
Right. Are you interested in, sometimes you watch these like Red Bull videos and stuff that are like very high production and like they're totally just more in depth, more like cinematic stuff of like certain tricks and stuff. Is that something that appeals to you, or do you try to keep
Yeah.
it more gutter?
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to like,
I like it more rough.
yeah.
Have you gotten burned by someone stealing your shit before? Because you said you made your Instagram private and you're trying to keep this all private. Or are you just like generally very kind
You
of
seem
guarded
paranoid.
with your stuff?
Nah, I don't care.
You haven't gotten burned? I mean, in the past, like someone's taken your tricks or something, or taken some concept?
People take tricks every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody doing the swerve now, and they don't even know why I started the swerve.
Because you were mad.
Yeah, I was mad. I was pissed off. I said, "Fuck life." For real,
Life, really?
For real.
That's your attitude? Because if you didn't have bike riding, you probably wouldn't even give a fuck about being alive based on what you're saying, yeah.
Basically.
See, I love that dedication, that raw passion. It's hard to find that, you
Yeah,
know?
I wish I cared about anything half as much as you care about bikes.
Well, Pokemon, I think, is probably
well,
pretty
if you ride
close.
bikes more, you won't give a fuck.
He doesn't ride bikes at all, so
Oh.
he's fully green to this, yeah.
Hey, who is this guy?
You don't even like being at the table with him. People say that a lot.
Hey, I have
about
a
those, "Who's this
BMX
guy?"
bike
Do you?
in Chicago.
A mongoose?
Oh, okay.
Mongoose.
It's a specialized. Is that cool? Or no?
Yeah.
You got gears?
In the 90s it was.
Has it got a derailleur on it or what? Yeah.
It's from '99.
I feel like
Fat boy.
Damn, look at me.
It's a fat boy. Yeah.
I'm mixing. This could be bad. I could get
Oh
around
shit, dude! You're about to get fucked up.
That's like white trash and Mexican mixed together.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You have a fat baby with a mustache.
That's like me.
You're about to go swimming in your jeans, bro.
Yo.
We
I kept saying that. You ever look at a Mexican dude like, and you're just like, damn, I bet he goes swimming in his jeans. That's what I felt. When we were looking at this guy, we were talking to him. Roseman's like, I bet that guy goes swimming in his jeans.
I did not say that.
He
I'm just saying wet denim is so uncomfortable, and you see all these dudes swimming in their jeans. Like, damn.
No, you know what you see in Brooklyn though is you see dudes at the gym doing cardio with their jeans on.
Jeans, Timbs.
They just care about looking good
Jeans
that
tucked into
much.
their
You don't even know what
Timbs.
cardio
Yeah,
is on the treadmill.
You do cardio every
He
day,
ain't
20
at the
hours
gym,
a day.
He ain't at the gym, so.
Yeah, he's definitely not at the gym. Yeah, I would approve of that though. It'd be even more impressive
I'm in the
seeing you do
street
these
gym.
wheelies if you had like 80-inch pythons and shit. You know. Yeah, that's pretty big anyway. Yeah, you got the genetics for it.
Yo, that rap music's happening again. Where's that coming from?
I think it's the bar next door or something.
Okay, I
I
didn't
turned
know.
the speaker down the whole way. I'm gonna go check that. You ask me a question.
All right, so are there any competitions for what you do?
Yeah, on some shit. All caps and then the number.
D blocks?
Huh?
Any competitions for what you do?
Nope.
Do you think that in the future there might develop something
It
like
might
that?
be.
Like, what would it look like? You know,
I
would
don't
it just be like go out into the city, have someone chase you with a camera for like 2 hours and get the craziest clip, and then or
No,
something?
it wouldn't be like that.
It would be more
it'd
structured.
Like a big area, like a
Yeah, like
basketball court or something
Yeah,
like that.
but,
Like,
like,
all
I
right,
would-
like do little runs, whatever.
Okay,
yeah, like the longest circle wheelie.
like
you
in
know?
a stadium or
Little
something.
flat
Yeah,
lane
But I like
thing.
to take it to the next level. Like stop on a wheelie, hop up some steps,
yeah.
hop
Yeah,
back
he go
down.
up the steps on a wheelie, like just hop
Not-
up, and then
ain't nobody doing that. Ain't
then
nobody
come back
doing
down.
that.
Really?
Yeah, or put a bike on my neck, and a bike on my back, or put like a little kid on my back.
He was doing some shit with a kid on his back today, doing wheelies and shit.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Look, doing a wheelie with a girl on your back, I feel like could go very viral. Have you done that?
Oh, shh. Can't say nothing about that.
Oh, okay. So I'm
that out,
revealing
cut that out.
ideas and stuff. No, but I
Yeah.
seen some flash in on YouTube earlier. You're doing wheelies all through the barber shop, doing
Oh, yeah.
wheelies through the projects.
And it only took me one try.
I love the barbershop.
The projects?
Not a barbershop.
Yeah.
Take it next level.
Whose barbershop was that? Does it have to be
Oh
somebody
yeah,
you know?
I know who that is. Yeah.
Well, I'm
They
assuming
cool.
if you just did it without asking anybody, they'd probably
I'm
be really
sound
upset.
like that's coming soon too.
Oh, you're gonna do that, and just what? They're gonna be freaking
I
out,
don't
trying to
care.
stab you with the shears and shit.
I'm gonna do it at some store. I can't say which store, but I'm gonna do
This
Really?
store, this Foot Locker.
Oh, you want to do a wheelie in here? That was a great idea, actually.
it.
Someone actually broke his glass display case doing some kind of grind
I
or
wonder
something.
what happened over there.
Well, my employee Nate Richter was trying to do a hot bar spin for a photo, and he just lost it. Freaking thing smashed into it. But that's
Hey.
what's funny. We got that case for $100. Fix the glass, $300.
Fuck.
What are you saying?
We seen Nate the other day, right? That was Nate.
Filming at the thing.
Yeah, that's who filmed you and Art, whatever, in front of that bike shop.
Oh, you got some clips from that? Okay, I haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
any footage from
yeah,
the
we,
contest
yeah.
yet.
When he was texting you, or whatever, we ran into him like up on Main Street,
Right.
and he was like, "Oh shit," you know, he had got his camera out.
That's dope. Hey, what's a big ride in LA like versus a big ride on the East Coast? Any differences?
Yeah, this one is better. They don't really stop like that.
It's better out here.
Yeah.
Well,
You want
just-
to move here?
Hell yeah, you ain't got no snow, no
Really?
rain.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I thought you were like New York for life, but you care about the bikes more than anything, so you'd
Yeah.
rather be out here.
But I'll be out in the snow and the rain. I don't care.
Really? Even like New York winters, it gets really
Yeah.
brutal, like negative temps and shit. You're still out there.
Yeah.
That's insane. I can't even believe it.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
like when it's gonna be like a long storm,
Yeah.
I go out for like 3 hours in the rain.
Right.
Have you hit a pedestrian before?
Yeah, I did a few of them.
What happened? What's the aftermath like?
What the fuck? You in the way? You're in the middle of the street. What are you doing? It ain't my fault. You ain't got the light, so
Yeah, you got to look left and right, I guess.
can't just look straight. Some people just be on their phone and they just walk.
They're probably catching a Charmander.
They're probably playing Pokemon, yeah. They're probably evolving to the Charmeleon.
What's your
But
favorite
no further.
Pokemon?
Ooh, that's a
I
great
don't
question.
have
Mewtwo?
No, I don't have one.
I can actually, now that I know how singular you are about riding bikes, I'm almost surprised that you have such amazing Pokemon knowledge. But I guess that comes from before bikes even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're like super familiar with the cartoons and stuff. For the listeners who don't know, we were just talking to him about Pokemon and we were amazed by his knowledge.
Yeah, he cried during the Pokemon movie.
I didn't even know there was a Pokemon movie.
It's a few of them.
I'm going home and I'm
See,
getting
y'all
on
ain't
YouTube
ready.
and I'm watching everything.
Y'all know about the Johto League? Y'all know nothing about
You're right. I don't know shit, dude.
Yeah.
I loved it when I was trying to watch the cartoon the other day because the whole plot of the cartoon is like, I'm 10. I need to go out into the world. I need to capture Pokemon to become a man. And it's just like, okay.
Wait,
There's
maybe-
really no-
Not to become the man, to become the master.
become a master, right?
Maybe
But
that's what inspired you to ride.
Nah.
no. Got to catch them all being all the different wheelies,
All the blocks.
all the blocks.
Think about it. I'm just saying think about it. That's all
No, I
I'm
don't
saying.
catch blocks. I do catch blocks.
Catch bodies.
He do some one-handed wheelies like ain't no thing. He take his shoe off, tie his shoelace, untie it, put it
Really?
back on.
I ain't know tie it.
I don't know, do some shit.
It's a shame
I
you
can
don't
take I can
smoke.
take it off, put it back on here.
It's a shame you don't smoke. Maybe you should do this even just for the video because if you sat back and rolled a blunt while doing a wheelie with no hands,
I
Viral
did a video
AF.
of eating a bowl of cereal,
it's probably just as hard.
Lucky Charms in the
brushing my
house.
teeth.
You didn't spill anything?
Nah.
See, I haven't seen the fucking cereal one. That's really impressive.
So catching a Pokemon.
I'm gonna teach
It's
him
like
how
it's
to
like eating a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
That's why I call it Woolies.
It's that easy,
Like eating a bowl of cereal.
really.
And I've been saying that since I first started.
That doing a wheelie is as easy as eating a bowl of cereal.
It's like eating a bowl of cereal.
What's your favorite food? What's the best fuel for this sport?
Combos.
Combos.
Never had combos?
I have had combos. I'm just really doubting that they're the best food for this sport.
I don't really eat much when I ride. I just
He don't too. Every
Really?
time, like, hey, you guys hungry? No.
No, no bodega sandwiches. No,
Every-
really. So you eat combos all day.
sometimes.
Tell me another food you eat. The
Beef patties.
Beef. Oh my god, you really are New York as fuck. you
Beef patties with pepper jack cheese.
gotta get the beef patty with the with the cheese inside.
pepper
it. Oh
jack.
my god, I miss that. I haven't seen one of those out
But I
here
could
in
go, like,
years.
150 miles without eating.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Do you ever have you ever used like a pedometer or whatever to tell you how far you've ridden?
I used Strava once.
And you'll do over 100 miles in a day. Really? That's intense.
You know-
City miles too.
Yeah, 60
City
miles.
miles.
Yo, you should wheelie the Tour de France.
They not ready for that.
Wow, that would be so funny.
What's that dude out there name?
I hope you're not
forgot
talking about
his
Lance
name.
What,
Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong?
Not Lance
He's been
Armstrong.
gone for a while.
He be doing woolies.
Oh, Danny Mac.
Oh,
Nah,
Danny
not him,
Magasco,
not him.
that's a whole nother
There's some
thing.
dude out there. He's like the top out there
Really?
for Tour de France.
I don't know.
Tour de Wheelie.
I ain't heard about anybody since Lance Armstrong, and he kind of went out on a bad note.
He ain't ready for me either.
He's not. And you're all natural. You're
Yeah.
barely even eating. He's out here fucking shoving a needle in his ass. I don't know.
He's on combos.
He's on combos.
Combos and Lucky Charms.
Lance is
Nah,
on fucking
I'm-
testosterone. You're on
Just plain
combos.
cereal.
What's plain cereal?
Lucky Charms.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it's plain.
It's not plain though because it's got all these fancy things in it. Like I
That's-
like plain cereal
that's
because I
only
like
one
Rice
cereal.
Krispies and Cheerios.
It's only one cereal. So I can,
I'm boring.
if it's just one
boring
cereal,
white
that's
person.
considered plain. You gotta mix all of them. That's combos.
Oh, wait. When you talk about combos, you're talking about mixing two cereals together, not the actual combos snack food? You
Are you serious?
just blew my
Yeah.
mind right now.
blew my mind.
You know there's a
Oh,
snack
they-
food.
I didn't think he was talking about regular combos.
Oh, they ain't know.
So like
Yeah,
you take
everything
Lucky
is a combo.
Charms.
Yeah.
So you're really
Like,
on
if
a
I get a-
cereal diet all the time?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So
that's
like
intense.
if you get a sandwich, you can't just have one meat. You gotta have different kinds. It's a combo sandwich. Or like if you get a salad, you gotta have eggs, pickles, cucumbers.
I thought he was talking about cereal.
Combos.
combos. If I ask him what his favorite food is, and he just says combos,
Yeah, combos.
like I should know that
Different
he means
kinds
like
of food.
combinations. Yeah, I don't know.
lettuce
Nacho
and
cheese
tomato.
combos.
That's a
Somehow I
combo.
assumed that you were talking about the snack
Oh, I eat
cracker.
those too.
Oh,
I eat
okay,
those
good,
too.
good.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotta get the combos
I
up
discovered those late in life. I'm gonna be honest
With
with
the
you.
cheese
Yeah,
and filled in.
those are pretty good.
Those are disgusting.
You don't like them?
That's why I was like blown away. I was like, why does he like
That's why
combos?
he don't ride bike, so he don't want to know.
Yeah, I would say the combos and like a bowl of cereal probably have like equal nutritional value, though, don't you think? Well,
I love cereal.
a bunch of milk is probably kind of good for you in a way, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Ish.
Ish.
Not if you eat one kind of cereal. You know, you gotta mix them
You got to mix them.
You can
right.
mix combos, right? You ever mix your cereals?
all the time.
So he does. He does mix his cereals.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
talking about.
that's what he's
That's a
saying when he
combo.
says combo.
Yeah,
He
that's a
mixes-
combo.
Everything you mix is a combo. Like
Wait, so what's your most average like cereals that you're gonna mix together? Like Captain Crunch and
Raisin Bran.
oh my
No.
god, those are so different, like sides of the
It don't,
spectrum.
it don't
yeah.
matter.
Right.
Honeycomb, you know, cornflakes. Put
there-
them all together.
Is there anybody that you really respect in the BMX world that you've seen that you're like, I like his style?
Yeah, everybody basically.
So you could watch BMX videos and think that what they're
I
doing.
used to watch a lot.
Take a little inspiration from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I used to watch a lot. That's how I got
cool.
some of my moves.
Right. It's because you
Yeah.
could probably adapt.
Like the
some
Lego
of
with the
it.
handlebar.
Candy bar.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably, but that's his kind of trick. Nobody does candy bars anymore besides old school dudes like Todd.
These dudes do some candy bar wheelie shit though.
Yeah, I know, that's pretty
Kick
sick.
the wheel, push the wheel, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. What?
He can start a wheelie with a candy bar.
Really?
So he's got his foot over. He gets all
I
excited
can't
about
comprehend how
Yeah.
that
it.
must
So his
feel.
foot's already over, and he just picks up from there. He's only got one foot on the pedal, and he still pops up the wheelie.
Pretty awesome. What's the best like type of wheelie? Like the hardest kind of wheelie? The hardest, just like one that's actually like a real challenge for you to bust it out.
I don't know.
'Cause you got them all
Yeah.
on deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
Is there something that you wish you could do that you can't? Like you like maybe like be like a singer, or like maybe see someone like do some kind of sport. Like is there something you're like, damn, I wish I was like that guy, or are you just totally
Nope.
happy with what you're doing?
Only thing I wish I could fly.
Okay.
But don't you think that would take some of the? Well, I guess you don't really catch air on your bike that much, but
Well, I can hop.
You can.
I can hop.
Right.
Yeah, you can hop a little bit.
But I've always thought that it would be weird to be able to fly, because then what is a bunny hop if you can fly? Could you just cheat and
Just
make your
imagine
bunny
that.
hop look
That's-
really good, but you're
That's what I'm saying.
technically
Imagine that.
flying?
Imagine that.
Yeah.
You do bike. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. You'd attract all kinds of weird attention in New York if you were doing that, for
Yep.
sure.
Grinding on the top of the side of the building.
Yeah. I could totally see that.
Who are some famous people following you on Instagram?
Ooh, okay.
Who we got?
Rappers and shit, probably.
Yeah.
I know-
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill, that's what's up.
Who
R.I.P. People don't like that joke anymore. I got yelled at for saying that.
Usain Bolt.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He probably has like millions of followers, right?
Yeah.
That's fire. That's a real weird one.
You got some other ones. I know you told me. I can't remember them right now.
Yeah. I got a few of them.
But I was talking to Lightning from K Rock, like a DJ or whatever.
Okay.
You know, because it doesn't matter why. But anyway, and I said something about D Blocks, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know him. I'm following him." You know, and I've talked with other people way outside of the BMX anything. You know, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, I know who he is. We're following him."
Yeah. That's
You know.
good for like bicycle awareness in general, you know?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
that they have like a dude that they can look up to that's got this style going
They
on.
they just know.
I remember I went to an Animal Jam maybe like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I was just riding around with everybody, and I just look over, and he's just doing a wheelie staring at me. And I'm him. And I'm just like...
For real?
Yeah, you were just kind of looking at me, and I was like, oh, it's that dude. What the fuck?
When
Like,
was this?
It was some Animal Jam like 2 years ago, 3
In New
years
York?
ago. Yeah.
That was the late night one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you recognized me or not, but I was like, that's that fucking guy.
Adam thinks everyone knows him.
Yeah, I know. It's a whole complex
Yeah,
I have.
he
It's a
would-
weird
Literally,
narcissistic-
he saw a guy on a BMX bike. He's like, yeah, you probably would recognize me if I was on my bike, but whatever. I'm playing Pokemon right
True.
now.
Yeah. You know, because when I'm in my Pokemon Go trainer mode, then I only get recognized by other trainers. But when you're riding BMX, you get recognized by
But
other
they call Adam no jumper in public now.
Oh, yeah, that's a weird thing that I have going on now.
That's
That
weird.
nobody knows my name anymore. Yeah.
No jumper.
Yeah, I'm fucking with it. But it's funny that you only eat cereal because we had Lil Yachty in here and he
I
said
eat
he
a lot,
only
I
eats
eat a lot of
pizza.
foods, but
Oh, but
I
those
just mix it.
combos.
Combos.
Lil Yachty was like, man, people really don't believe in me that I only eat pizza, but I only eat pizza. He's like so serious about it, yeah.
He's like a little kid, though. So that
He
makes
is like
sense.
a little kid, yeah. But someone might argue that somebody mixing Lucky Charms with Raisin Bran is also kind of like a little kid.
That's their problem.
their problem. I totally agree with you on that. Shit, what else should we talk about? Any other topics that need to be discussed here? Outside Pokemon, which we could
mean,
obviously
it's-
talk about forever.
For us as a brand, SE as a brand, you know, we're taking this bike life shit kind of seriously. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's so many people these dudes, buying bikes and shit. Not just these guys. Cycle Squad Maniacs. We sponsor them. Flow them free bikes.
Yeah.
We flew 4 dudes out here from New York. For this weekend just to ride around and posse up with everybody.
Sick.
And the riders. And when you was asking what's the difference, or you didn't ask the difference. What do you like better, New York ride or L.A. ride?
Right. Yeah.
My stereotype, is like L.A. big BMX group rides. It's I mean, my shit ain't like your shit. You know what I'm saying? Your group ride is a whole different thing, whatever. But
Right.
but these like organized group rides out here, it's like a lot of older BMX dudes in their 30s, 40s, even 50s. A bunch of like guys reliving their youth,
Right.
so to speak, and a bunch of just white guys. You know what I'm saying? Beach guys, whatever, riding on the beach, chilling. Everyone's chilling. I go on the ride and I'm like the only one doing wheelies and shit.
You're with them. They're wild.
Well, no, yeah. Then, exactly. Then I went go to New York, go to Philly. Philly's like a younger crowd, but in New York, it's like not everyone's white. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're not all old school BMXers at all. Like none of them. You know what I'm saying? And I got to kind of think like these dudes probably don't even know BMX 10 years ago. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? They probably
yeah.
weren't even riding BMX bikes even 5 years ago, 3 years ago. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's like
Yeah, a lot of people wasn't riding back
It's
then.
just
Yeah,
such
it's
a pure appreciation of
exactly,
bikes.
Yeah, and they're
yeah.
they're just stoked. And you see a lot of, especially in New York, because they're older, dads and kids out there. And they're not
Right,
just
yeah.
chilling. I mean, their dads doing the wheelie, kids on a little ripper trying to do wheelies and shit. Like it's cool. And and like he's kind of the face behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
He's
yeah.
not. He don't. I mean, he might call himself King Blocks or whatever, but he don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just one of the dudes, whatever. But everyone kind of seeing it, and there's some as crews, exactly how there's a little beefs here. This crew don't like this crew, blah blah blah. There is that goes on in New York, whatever.
Right.
But for the most part, if you look at the whole BMX or pedal bike, they call it. So they started calling it pedal bike life, and I didn't like that. But
Instead of bike life?
yeah, well, he don't like bike life either.
Why? Is it because it usually lumps in with motorcycles?
No, it's just bike life is like everybody that hopped on the wave,
Right.
trying to follow a trend.
So now you're saying pedal
I
bike
just
life.
cut it.
No,
I
he
just-
don't like- yeah.
blocks.
Yeah, Block Boys.
No,
I actually
not block
kind of
boys.
like that.
Not?
Just blocks.
Blocks, straight
Just
up
blocks.
blocks.
Because it's just so simple. Like we wheelie blocks.
That's
got
exactly
blocks.
it.
I love that.
That's why I call it D blocks.
Yeah.
Not D bike life.
But you didn't grow up. You're not a D Block fan. You weren't listening to Jadakiss
Oh yeah,
and all them.
who
All
don't
right.
listen to what?
I don't know.
D block, D block.
You better listen to that in New York, yeah, because like Jadakiss is like freaking Obama in New York. That's like the dude, yeah. That's a good one. I forgot about that ad lib.
What's the shirt you
I was
guys are
in-
wearing?
The Stu Thompson
Yeah.
shirt.
Okay.
The OG. Stu Thompson, right?
I was actually in
You know what I'm saying?
you hear
I'm
me?
new
Adam
school,
22,
Todd.
you don't know
Yeah.
Stu Thompson.
I'm new school.
I was actually in one of the videos, the Rough Rider videos.
Really? I
The
bet
Who's-
that they would
the-
love you. Yeah.
No, the Who's Real remix.
Oh, okay.
She's phony. He's fake.
He's fake.
Yeah, I was in that. The remix.
Really?
I rode my bike from Harlem to Yonkers.
And isn't OJ the Juice Man in that video as well? Mm-hmm. There you go. Boom. And you want to know what? That's when I realized that the rap game wasn't real. It's because I saw a concert with mad rappers in New York, and OJ played and Jada played, and they didn't do that song together. I was like, clearly there was no real love there. Illusion shattered for a young child. Yeah.
Sorry, Adam.
Yeah, it was tough for me. But who's phony? Who's fake? He's phony.
Nah.
She's fake. That's how the song goes. I totally forgot.
You can't be
about that
pointing
song.
at D Block
I
and
don't
saying
want-
he's phony.
right as I was starting to point at him, I saw it in his eyes. Like, not me. Don't do this, Adam.
You see D Block's arms? He's got big biceps, man. He's gonna come at you right now.
I know, and he's got all these crazy tattoos. Are there any tattoos we should know about on here? What do you got here?
The bikes.
It's mostly bike related, huh?
Got the bike chain coming out the neck.
Damn, you are a real dedicated New York BMX, or not BMX, but bike guy.
So no, it is
Appreciate
BMX, man.
Yeah.
Damn, you got nice fingernails too.
Hey.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's BMX.
You still consider it kind of BMX? Okay.
it's,
See, it's weird for me. I'm used to just calling everything BMX.
Well, no, because you something. I'm trying to remember where it was. Somewhere along the lines. Maybe I don't know if we were talking or if it was in I think it was maybe when I did the interview with you before. But you were like something. But you talked about it by not being BMX. But I mean, I think it's BMX. They're on big BMX
You might have to
bikes.
send me a 20-inch bike.
Yeah, well, you
I'll have
got
to
one.
show
He's
these
got a PK Ripper. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to show you
I'll
how it's
send you
done.
another one.
Hey, I'm shook
But-
already. I'm scared.
But it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole different animal, and it's not trying to like compete with regular dope ass,
Right.
park riding and
It's got its
street
own
riding
character
BMX.
to it,
yeah. But it's like, it's they're doing wheelies and shit. That's
A lot of BMX dudes can't keep up with me in the streets.
I am one of them. I'm
They
assuming.
can't keep up with me in the streets. It's different.
I definitely ain't on a wheelie. I could maybe like. Keep
No, I'm
up
talking
a
about I
speed.
can hop too.
Yeah, yeah.
I can hop.
I'm not that great with the hops either, so shit.
Like a lot of BMX dudes, I probably can't hop when it's least expected. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what people can do compared to what you can do. I don't want to get into a pissing contest. Shit, who would you want to say thanks to, or like who do you need to shout out before we can wrap this up?
The person who invented bikes.
Can we identify?
John Bikemore, I believe his name.
John Bicycle Moore. I don't know. That's a good question. Who invited the bike? Was it, the Wright brothers? The Wright brothers.
In 1822.
The Wright brothers.
Yeah, what's next? That's a good question. What's
next? And who you need to thank?
That movie, right?
What movie?
You said
He's got a video part that he's
video
working on, some kind of project.
What movie?
The future video project that you're working on.
Oh, Mano. Talking about Mano?
No, you have a Mano project coming out as well?
Nah. That's
when
the video
he
we're
says
going to be
movie,
in.
he's confused because when we were talking about this video that you're working on, he said movie.
The video?
Movie and video have very different connotations.
Oh, yeah, that video going to be sick.
Yeah. Well, I'm very excited for it.
It's crazy because like all my new videos I do, I think of it in my head before it happens. So I already know what I'm going to do.
Right. So you already have it all planned out.
Like when I wheelie down like, what was it, like 6 flights of steps I wheelie down? Like going down was like 6 flights of like 4 steps.
Yeah.
I planned it in my head. So I got to get that.
You already knew about that way in
Yeah.
advance. Sick.
What's next for D Blocks in general? Though I mean, like tomorrow or whatever. But just where do you take it from here?
On my bike? Riding somewhere?
I think he's going to wake up at 2:30 a.m., eat some combos.
Next week, next month, next year, like in general.
This is a man who knows
I
what
don't
he
know.
wants.
3 years from now.
I don't
like-
predict the future. I just let it happen. Whatever happens, happens.
I don't know if I've ever met somebody who has a more singular focus on one thing in my life. It's dope.
Amazing.
That's what I like is bikes.
Yeah, I know.
A girl said she come in my house and I would just leave. I want to ride my bike.
Right,
You can't send me to the store either. You send me to the store, I'm not coming back.
right.
It's like 5 hours, you know?
So problematic. I'm glad I'm not dating you. That sounds fucking crazy. Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, the RRD Blocks interview. This has been incredibly informative, and hopefully this will be like a seminal interview for the bike life scene that they could all refer back to this. If these young kids don't necessarily know that much about the culture, they can refer back to this and find out what their leader or
It's
not
also
their leader,
Maniac
but-
D-Blocks too.
Huh?
It's also Maniac D-Rock.
Who's Maniac D Blocks?
That's me.
That's your other name, Maniac.
That's when I unleashed the Maniac. Only a few people seen that. Can't really see that.
Is that you getting angry?
Nah, that's just me just tearing up the streets.
Oh, okay. You get to like,
35 miles per hour on one wheel.
really? It's like your special move. Okay.
Hit the maniac button.
Yeah.
And it's D Blocks, not RRD. On Instagram, it's at RRD Blocks.
Okay,
he
but
goes
just
by
D Blocks. What's the RR? Rough Riders?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I figured. Yeah.
See double R.
There you go. Oh, yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. You ever met anybody in the Rough Riders?
DMX. I mean, all of them.
Oh, okay. Good.
I ain't see Eve yet.
Hey, but if
She
you
got
did,
some nice paws.
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, nice paws.
That's the best tattoo, man.
Yeah, everybody always wants to mention that tattoo. I don't know why. You can't talk about Eve without somebody mentioning the pause tattoo.
She's married to the dude from Gumball 3000, right? Maximilian Cooper.
That
used
dude don't like me.
Really? Why?
Cause I used to date Eve.
You used to date
Nah,
Eve?
I'm like-
Shut the fuck. You just got me so good. I'm like, what the fuck? You're way too young for that.
But
She's
no,
probably like
Maximilian
40.
Cooper. He's the dude that does the Gumball Rally 3000 shit.
Oh, that's his- okay.
He's got full on old school BMX collection. Like
Wow.
full on, like 30 bikes or some shit like that.
That's sick. Oh, yeah. Well, now we know. All right, guys, thank you very much for coming in. This has been No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. D-Blocks, thank you for coming through. Robesman, thank you for co-hosting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Anytime.
make sure you check in for all the other episodes.
Let's go do some
Subscribe.
wheelies.
Let's get it.
Wheelie time.
Wheelie gang.
Maniacs.
Sick. Thank you, bro.
Catfish missed D Block.
Catfish don't know a
Where's
goddamn
Catfish?
thing.